itself. And today we're going to be learning a little bit about both the secrets of the social media and the secrets of the universe. And we are joined today by Brandon Barnum, who is the creator of Trusted Team. Those of you who have been listening over the last few weeks know that that's probably about all I've been able to talk about for the last few weeks. It's an emerging social media platform, and I'm so happy to have Brandon on the show. So welcome.
Thank you, Kurt. My pleasure.
You bet. We also want to make sure that we give credence to our advertisers who make this all possible. We have Glendale Flowers up the street. If you live here in Arizona, go to 59th Avenue and Glendale, and you will find Glendale Flowers. Mother's Day is coming up, and make sure you go by and take care of your mother. But also, one thing that would be a wonderful touch would be to bring her flowers before Mother's Day. So she always would feel very special if you do that beforehand. Also, Planet Beach, about 4 miles north on 59th Avenue in Berend, is a great place to have unlimited spa treatments. Think about all the pampering that you would be able to get your mother as well if you got her an unlimited membership at Planet Beach, and it's for a very, very nominal fee. So make sure you stop in there. They'll very often give you a free spa day. So go in there, feel the treatments, feel what it's like to be pampered, and take someone with you. We also have Crescendo, which is a $50 million company that does two different things. They do web advertising, and they do also phone systems, both of which are in the cloud, and they also allow me to offer a free website to those who call in to 480-296-1776, and you are able to get a free website developed for you through our university program. So make sure that you you use the term university when you call in, and you will be able to get yourself a free website developed. So again, thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to Brandon Barnum for joining us for trustedteam.com. If anybody wants to go follow along, go to bizgrowth with bizgrowth.trustedteam.com, and you can actually see the team that I've put together. If you're jealous that you're not on my team, then go up to the top right hand corner of that and create yourself a profile. And for those of you who get really excited and want to be involved, we actually would have you go to a slightly different website, to bizgrowth.trustedteam.com/launch. Pre-launch. Okay, very good. So Brandon was nice enough to set that up for us. So if you want to become part of our team and become a major player as part of our team, and you consider yourself to be a major player, go to bizgrowth.trustedteam.com/pre-launch. So again, definitely welcome to the show, Brandon. I appreciate you coming on. As in many cases, people want to know who Mark Zuckerberg is, and they want to know who Brandon Barnum is. So let's start by the one we have in the studio, who's much better looking. You'll find out on YouTube later than than Mark Zuckerberg. And I think you guys are also going to find out that he's unlike Mark. He is a very nice, gentle person. And in the same way that Facebook comes out is in personality is maybe not so nice, maybe a little bit more the stocky side of things that comes out on Facebook, that comes out from Mark's personality. We also have Brandon's personality that comes in a very gentle, kind way, and it's all about 360 referrals. So Brandon, tell us a little bit about yourselves, how this all came about, and what gave you the idea to go about creating TrustedTeam.com?
Well, a great question. For me, my journey into referral marketing and really creating partnerships with other professionals started back in 1997 when I got in the mortgage business. And back then, you couldn't find an interior photo of a home online, and so what I realized is that I had all of these partners that I wanted to have, these realtors that I wanted to attract referrals from, and so I was passionate about delivering value first and foremost, and the way that I did that was creating an online platform back in 1997 in Portland, Oregon, where I live, called the Portland Online Homebuyers Guide.
Very good. Now, all of you realtors out there know that, again, how the background and all the things that go into creating a software come from the expertise of somebody's history. So if you're a real estate agent or a loan officer, you probably want to pay close attention to what we're talking about today.
Well, and really anybody who serves homeowners as their primary ideal client, because I mean that's been infused in our platform in a big, big way. But what I started doing back in 1997 is I started featuring homes on our website website and featured listings for our partner realtors, and as a result we started generating lots of sales for them.
Sure.
And so I was able to use that strategy to generate over 6 figures in my first year in the business in my late 20s. And I went on to do seminars and events where I partnered with realtors, home inspectors, appraisers, insurance agents, financial planners, attorneys, all of the other professionals who are also serving the same ideal clients.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, like, let's work together. Instead of us all being out there by ourselves, struggling to attract clients, if we come together in partnership and pool our dollars and promote each other, we'll attract a lot more referrals. So I've been doing this for 16 years now.
And you can tell, it comes out in the software that there's just so many things you say, I wish it did this, and then you find out it does.
Well, and I have to give a lot of credit. We've been in private beta for almost a year now, so I have to give a lot of credit not only for our internal team, but also for our private beta members. We've got a couple thousand members that use our software now, and they've given us such great feedback, and we're really adamant about listening to our users and learning what they want and customizing the solution to fit their needs. So thank you for the kind compliment. However, a lot of that praise goes to our members.
Sure, and definitely we appreciate the entire team. And they actually, if any of you get in there and you see that it has a little support tab and you feel like you have just a burning desire for a great idea, they actually listen to the feedback, and it is in beta form.
And we have 2 options to do that. One is the support tab at the top left, the other is the feature button at the bottom right. So you can actually submit a feature request, and we allow our members to vote on those, and the things that get the most votes get the most attention and get priorities to the top of the list.
See, democracy is live and well.
Indeed.
All right, excellent. So tell us a little bit too. You're in the middle of creating a book. It's called Raving Fans.
Raving Referrals.
Raving Fans. Oh my goodness, that's like mentioning somebody's competitor.
It's okay. That's Ken Blanchard's book, not mine.
Raving Referrals.
Yeah.
And it's going to be released here in October.
October, exactly.
Okay, excellent. And tell us a little bit about that. What was the inspiration? I think the software had a little bit to do with it, but the book probably had a little bit to do with the software, so they're related to each other, correct?
Yeah, it's all of the lessons that I've learned over the last 16 years as I've studied referral marketing and how to really create those ideal referrals and attract referrals like never before. And so what I've done is not only studied that from a practical application standpoint, but also work with some of the top experts in the world. So we've got some great collaborators on the book and the project, and excited to bring it forward.
Absolutely. So as many of our listeners know, that about 25% of our show content is about professional networking, and so we're really, really happy to be able to have one of the experts, truly one of the world's foremost experts, and I can share with you that is actually true, because the principles that he talks about actually work. I many times have gone to seminars about how to give and get referrals. You follow their advice and nothing happens. So he actually knows humanity, he knows how we work now, knows what we do, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
Well, and I would say you're absolutely right. People go to those networking events, and then what happens in between is not a lot of activity, not a lot of action.
Right.
And that's why we built this platform, to be able to support the cross-promotion of those professionals. So in between the networking events, they're actually working together to build their businesses.
You bet. And the physical networking events, I'm not going to poo-poo them. That's where you create your great, that's the relationship building.
That's where relationships start in the real world.
And are also maintained. However,
Absolutely.
In the real world too, things have to happen Monday through Sunday as well, not just once a week or once a month at your networking event. So that software allows that momentum that you create at your networking events to continue.
Absolutely, and it helps you track and measure all of the referrals and the activity, the promotional activity that's happening, because that's where we saw the big need in the marketplace. Is we can have a great relationship, we can meet at a networking event and decide that we want to promote each other, but unless there's that action that's taking place on a regular basis, and unless we can track, test, and measure that, then our relationship may not ever go to the next level.
Absolutely. So what I do when I go to a networking event, I grab the business cards, I go home, I actually take just very simply the name, email, and phone number, put it into the database, and send an invite for them to become a part of my trusted team. If they respond, great. If they don't, they qualify themselves right out of my market. And so, but it's a great reach out that you meet somebody within 24 hours, you're reaching back to them. It's something that's impressive, and it's very easy to also when you not not only do I add them into my system, but I also send them a personal email saying, thanking them for meeting them, and expressing that I enjoyed the time with them, and then giving them that link so they can actually click and become a part of the team. Now we're coming a little bit toward the end of our segment, and Brandon, let's let you share some kernels and words of wisdom before we go to break, and then we'll go to break for just a moment.
Well, I would just say, to add to your point, I mean, it's critical that you get out there in the real world, but the fortune's in the follow-up. It's one of the 7 laws of referrals that we teach. The fortune's in the follow-up. You can make great connections, but if you don't follow up and add value first, that's the key, is add value to other people. Find out what they're passionate about, find out what help they need in their business, and then serve them. And as you do, the more you give, so shall be given.
Absolutely. So I can't capitalize on that very much better than that. So again, thank you, Brandon Barnum from Trusted Team, for joining us today. He is the creator of Trusted Team. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the platform itself, what the product does for you, and how it is that you may, all results vary, but may be able to get 1,500% increase in your referrals. So don't go away. We'll be right back after this break.